just that we need to defeat Donald Trump. We need a plan to solve.
All right, can you close the door?
Hatred, collectivized hatred, and white nationalism. And in order to do that, we need and oneness and intellectual. Things will not defeat Donald Trump. We need some. Not just to talk about healthcare.
Is it back on?
Yeah, I think it's back on.
We need to have a conversation about race.
It is.
Even on the subject of foreign policy.
There's no
No, this is Democratic. There's nothing to debate on the Republican. There is.
That simply our the fact our national is driven more profits for defense contractors than by genuine peace. There's some corruption that is so deep, ladies and gentlemen. And until the Democratic Party is ready to speak to the deeper corruption, knowing that we ourselves sometimes, because of our own corporate donations, have participated, then I'm afraid those who vote for Trump will continue to vote for Trump, and those who might not like Donald Trump will continue to stay. I want a politics that goes much deeper. I want a politics that speaks to the heart. Only come from the fact that America has been willing to live up to our own mistakes, atone for our own mistakes, make amends for our own mistakes, love each other, love our democracy, love future generations, something emotional and psychological that will not be emerging from anything on this stage. It will emerge from something I'm the one who's qualified to bring forth.
Why is an author in this debate?
Thank you, Jake. John F. Kennedy famously said, we should not seek the Republican answer, we should not seek the Democratic answer, we should seek the right answer. He was right when he said it, and he's right today as well. Donald Trump is the symptom of a disease, and the disease is divisiveness. And I'm the only one on the stage talking about curing that disease, which, with big ideas like national service, by focusing on actually solving problems. If we work together, we can fix healthcare and build infrastructure. We can invest in not just technology, but people and entrepreneurs, whether they be in Storm Lake, Iowa, or Detroit, Michigan, or Baltimore, Maryland. We can fight climate change and reimagine our education system.
I agree with that.
But we have to do it with real solutions, not impossible promises. Isn't it time we had a president who was a leader?
Hey, bro, I need you to get that stuff off the
to lead us into the future. I promise, as president, I will restore vision, unity, and leadership and decency to this country, and that's why I'm running for president. Thank you,
Congressman Ryan.
So in a few minutes, all of the pundits are going to be looking at this debate and saying,
now it's worse.
Who captured the left lane? Who captured the center lane?
Keep going.
Lane?
You just had it before. Perfect.
I hope tonight,
you just had it.
Some level,
what'd you do? You just had it.
Your imagination.
Is it back on?
No. Your imagination about what this country could be like.
Perfect.
If we put together real policies that weren't
that's good. Leave it.
New and better.
Hold on.
That's how we win the future. It's new and better. A new and better economy, a new and better education system, a new and better healthcare system that focuses on prevention, an education system that focuses on the trauma of our kids.
Wait.
There's not going to be a savior.
Okay, do it again.
Not going to be a superstar.
Do it again.
Fix all this. It's going to be you.
That's
and me.
So we're live.
Yep.
It's going to be us.
Okay.
That's how we fix this country.
Hold on.
You and
I wanted to hear Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan's going to fix the country.
To imagine the new country that we want by coming
No, he's not
together.
a Republican.
Not left
He's
or
a
right.
representative of Ohio.
New and better.
Governor Hickenlooper.
Hickenlooper. Stop it, bro. You're not going to be the president.
Every American.
You're not even looking at me. Get out. No, I'm not listening to you, Hickenlooper.
Okay, great. Yes, Minecraft can work on Microsoft. No, not Microsoft. Windows. It can.
Or someone who just talked about it. That's the question we're facing in this primary. I've actually got a track record as a small business owner, as a mayor, and as a governor. We expanded healthcare in Colorado.
Who cares if you're a small business owner?
We fought climate change directly.
You fought climate change directly. Get out of here. Fought climate change directly.
All that out. I'm as progressive as anybody up on this stage, but I'm also pragmatic.
Is it me or did Donald Trump get more time about him than any other candidate? Right, Cherry. You're exactly right. And this is what's making me nervous about the election. This is why they keep doing the Twitter stuff and the Mueller stuff. It's because I don't think that they're secure that they have enough of a ticket to win and to beat Donald Trump.
Senator Klobuchar.
And everything is about Trump, 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 Trump.
To win, we have to listen to people. And out there today is
Dad,
Casey
can
Jo's
Warner
mom.
and
Casey
that
Jo
other
was
girl
a champion
go
high
head
school
to head?
swimmer from a small
Who?
town.
Warner
She
and
got
the other
sick,
girl.
went to the emergency room, and got
The other
hooked
girl
on
I someone to
opioids.
see more.
The last thing that
Hold
she
on.
said
I wanna hear
to
what
her
Klobuchar
mom
says.
was, "Mama, it's not my fault." And she died. A lot of Americans say the same thing every day. And that is what I will stand up for. And what I will stand up against are companies like those pharma companies.
We gotta
that
get
got
this
her
Medicare
hooked
for
on
all
those
things
opioids
straightened out,
and didn't
man.
tell the doctors or the
This is a-
patients what was gonna happen. We
This
need
is a
someone that
scandal
helps
of
people
history
stop.
that a country
We
this
also need
wealthy, we
someone
got
that can
people
win.
dying because
And
of
I
this
have
crap.
won in these red districts.
Can't
I
stand
win
it.
in the Midwest. I can win in states like Wisconsin and Michigan and Iowa. I also will do my job without fear or favor, just like I did as a prosecutor, and get through the gridlock like I've done as a senator, where I've passed over 100 bills where I've been the lead Democrat. And last, yes, I will govern with integrity. We have the president where people turn off their TV.
Was she part of the
when they see
heartbeat
him.
bill?
Medicare for
Not
all.
me.
Everyone should vote.
I will make you proud as your president.
Was she?
Congressman O'Rourke?
Was she part of the?
We are
Heart
as
deal?
divided and
Heart
polarized
beat
as a
bill?
country as we have ever been. And
Yeah,
right
the
now
ones
we
the,
have a president
freak
who
and
uses
stuff
fear
like that.
to try to drive us
Dressing nice and
further
fancy.
apart. To meet this challenge, we have to
right.
have hope in one another and a faith in a future of this country that includes everyone. My whole life, I've been including people in the success of this country. Starting a small business with high value, high wage, high skilled jobs in the third poorest urban county in America. Serving on the city council,
Kamala
leading
shouldn't bring
town
up
hall
her time
meetings
as a
every
prosecutor.
single
No,
week
she
to remind
shouldn't.
myself who it is that I serve at the end of the day.
I-
And in Congress,
Ugh.
being in the minority, but working with Democrats and Republicans alike to deliver for my constituents and this country. And then in Texas, this last year, traveling to every county, not writing anybody off, not taking anyone for granted, and at the end of the day, winning more votes than any Democrat had in the history of the state, winning independence for the first time in decades, and winning nearly 500,000 Republicans.
It's a good
Those
argument.
38 electoral college votes in Texas are now in play, and I can win them. That is how we defeat Donald Trump
Whoa.
in November of 2020.
It's a strong
and how we
argument,
bring this
Beto.
divided country together again in January
I like him.
of 2021.
I like Beto.
Thank you.
Mayor Buttigieg.
There's good news and bad news. I'm going to start with the bad news. Our country's in trouble. GDP is going up and life expectancy is going down. Think about what that means. And it's only getting tougher. By 2030, we will have passed the point of no return on climate. There are going to be 130 million more guns on our streets. I'll be in my 40s then.
I don't care who
If you
pays
have
for
kids,
it.
Think about how old they will be then.
I don't care who pays
But here's
for
the
it.
good news.
I'm
It's
not gonna
too
accept
late.
living in a country
We can
where
tell
people
our
are
kids
dying
that
because they're
before
rationing
they
insulin and
just
little kids are
before
dying because we can't afford
we
health
did
care.
what it took.
So I'm good with the extra taxes. I didn't say free health care. I said health care for all. And if that costs money, it costs money. It is what it is.
Wealth or your relationship with law enforcement. That we did what it took to deliver an economy where a rising tide actually does lift all boats. We can do this if and only if we are ready to walk away from what hasn't worked with bold action and win, not only defeat this president, but defeat his congressional allies.
$100 aspirins is bullshit, MDF fan. I agree with you.
With its conscience, as well
I'm
as
with
bringing
you.
Democrats to office. Join me and let's make it happen.
Senator Warren.
I can afford insulin, but that's not my concern.
I wanted to be a public
My household is good. That's not my
But there you
concern.
ended up as a janitor, and by the time I graduated from high school, my family didn't have the money to send me off to college. My big chance was what was then a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. For me, what this election is all about is opportunity.
I wouldn't
Every
say
budget,
10 years, but
every
it's
policy that we
definitely
talk about
dangerous. But I
is
would
about
not say 10
who's going
years.
to get opportunity. Is it going to go to the billionaires or is it going to go to our kids? Right now, for decades, we have had a government that has been on the side of the rich and the powerful. It has been on the side of the wealthy. And that means it has not been on the side of
Did she say the last 10 years?
Not on the side of people
She said the
living
last
on
10
Native
years?
American reservations.
If she said the last
People
10
living in
years, that
cities,
means
people
that
living in small
she just
farms
dissed Obama.
and small communities across this
What's the
country.
big deal
How
with
do we do
Obama?
that? We beat it by being the party of big structural change. Give people a reason to show up and vote. And we beat it by building a grassroots movement across this country, not showing up behind closed
No, I hear
doors
what you're saying,
with
Sarcast. When I say it's not my concern, what I mean is that my family, as far as health insurance goes, is covered. You know, there's a reason I have I work multiple jobs. I live in this office.
Senator Sanders.
As somebody who grew up in a family that lived in a rent control.
My family didn't have the money to send me to college. That's why I claim to be a native for the benefits.
I'm running for president, not just to defeat the most dangerous president in history of this country that is a racist and sexist.
Trump is the most dangerous president in the history of this country. The guy that wouldn't bomb those Iranians. The guy that's trying to have peace with the North Koreans. The guy who stopped Hillary Clinton's saber rattling in Russia. That guy's the most dangerous president. Why can't we just tell us what you think, Bernie? Stop with the hyperbole and all the drama, please.
Roosevelt, his big stick policy. No, Trump.
It's as if these people are trying to get us to believe that Trump is the first white racist politician. God almighty.
Was this that had slaves?
It's what's going on in the fossil fuel industry. It's what's going on in Wall Street. It's what's going on with the prison industrial complex. We need a mass political movement. Please go to BernieSanders.com. Become one of our million volunteers. Stand up.
Become one of our million volunteers. Yeah, Bernie, you're going to have a lot of volunteers, seeing as how you took that $15 away from your own people with your hypocritical self. I don't know how you're going to recover from that. Trump is going to blast the hell out of you for that, my guy.
So, do they have to, like, how does this go? How do they get to Trump? Do all of them just run at Trump, or do they narrow it down?
How did CNN get to host this?
Well, because they're the leftist station, right? And Fox News would host the Republican debates, but there won't be any Republican debates because the Republicans, they have an incumbent president, whereas we're trying to find a Democratic person to go up against Trump. That's
So
basically.
how do we find a Democratic person?
You find a Democratic. Those are the.
Is it like how do you like get to one person to?
Well, you have the debates, and then you have what's called the primaries, and then the people vote. By the time hey, do me a favor, get my computer away from that because the window's open. By the time it's actually time to actually vote, get it away from there. Period.
People already have their.
Two-thirds of these people are gonna bow out gracefully.
When bow out.
They're gonna leave.
Oh.
All right. You guys gotta go.
What?
Get
It's
out of
over?
here. It's over.
Oh, okay.
It's over. I love you very much. Thank you for keeping me company.
Yep. I'm coming back next time.
What's your tip?
Are you gonna come tomorrow?
Yeah.
The show? Okay.
Who's gonna be on tomorrow?
The other group. It's gonna be more fun. Tomorrow's gonna be more fun, I think. I really hope you guys can come. It's Kamala Harris, all those guys.
I don't know any of these people.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Who's Tulsi Gabbard?
That's
The
my.
author?
That's the person I'm voting for.
Healthcare?
If she wins, yeah, Medicare for all, yeah, yeah. That's important to you too, huh?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Mashallah,
Obviously,
I
she's
did.
right.
Mashallah.
When he said all those words together, I wasn't really paying attention at that point, so I was like, you basically just mean texting us, so I didn't really know what was going
I'll see you soon, inshallah.
Okay.
I love you, buddy.
on. You too, bye.
Bernie is an angry man who missed his chance to be Che Guevara. Oh, God. gosh, that's great. I think I'm gonna hang out for another 10 minutes with you crazy people. Your kids have an awesome role model. Oh, thanks, Shane. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We demand more Little America with Johan and Dorian. I don't know. I might have Dorian shoot a video on what his opinion is about the debates afterwards. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. I'm not particularly sure. Yeah, Ragin, I think this debate was pretty weak. I'm not particularly sure that I learned anything about the candidates. I wasn't swayed by anything. Like I said, I think Elizabeth Warren was definitely probably the strongest one there, but I don't think that she really... She kind of petered out. Her closing statement was pretty weak. We're supposed to have health insurance after World War II. I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, the kids are awesome. I love them. I got to tell you guys, man, I got the life. I work with my wife, homeschool the kids. I got you guys. I just feel very, very thankful, honestly. And, you know, I don't take it for granted. I don't take any of you for granted. So, I appreciate it. I don't think about it a lot because if I do, I'll get really, really emotional. But I'm just very, very grateful for the people that God's put in my life. And, you know, Sarcast. This is just a lot of people very, very close to my heart that I love. So there's that. All right, let's get back to normal. Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard are the best. Yeah. Hey, Osiris, what's good, buddy? Biden says he's not going to be so polite next debate. Yeah. I'm very glad that this was the one where Sori was sick because I'm really, really interested to see her reaction to Biden in the next debate. And I'm going to see if Sori can make it so that we can screen share so we can all watch and hear it at the same time. Because Sori's a tech person. I don't know anything. Appreciate that, Saleh. Tulsi won't make it. Conservatives like her. Yeah, Tulsi was just on the what's the guy's name? There's a conservative dude on Fox, Tucker Carlson. She was on Tucker's show last night. So that's pretty cool. The oxytocin feels good. For sure. Yeah, I'd like to know, why is Yang terrible? To me, Yang is the most forward-thinking candidate of all of them. I got introduced to Andrew Yang via Alec. So, now Andrew, you just go home. You can give me the car tomorrow. Just take the car. Go home. I'm a conservative and do not mind Tulsi or Yang, which may sound odd. Right, and that's what you want to hear, right? That's what you want to hear, is somebody who can convert conservatives. Yang was on Tucker Carlson too. Yeah, like the blaming of Trump for how divided we are, I think, is just oversimplistic. Leftists have, especially the TYT types, don't make it a goal to walk across the aisle either. And so when I see Yang and Tulsi doing that, like, that gives me a lot of hope. Like, okay, like, I'm on the right track getting behind these folks. Bernie's honestly fallen out of favor with me, to be honest with you. He's not somebody I'd vote for. America should listen to Bill Burr and vote for the guy with the theories, because you know there's no corporate money behind that dude. I understand the UBI argument. I just don't understand how that works with inflation, and I haven't heard any explanations about how that's going to work. So that's why I'm a little bit skeptical of it. Yang is like 40 years too soon, but he's smart. But that's what you want, right? What I said was get a Tulsi Bernie ticket and have Yang as like the financial czar or something like that, so that he doesn't have like total power, but he can come up with really, really, really good ideas and get us ahead of the bell curve, and then we can initiate some policies that are going to protect us from this automation stuff. I think that'd be a great idea. I'm a little nervous about him having the power of the presidency, though. Do you ever read Jesus for President by Shane Claiborne? He's pretty hit and miss for me, but I'd like to check it out. I'll probably check it out too, Seth. I haven't touched it, but I'll probably agree with a lot of what he says. UBI won't be the answer, but we need a new system with automation upon us. Yeah, I think that's probably true. That's probably true. And I also think that I'm glad that he's as ahead of it. You know, it gives me a sense of security. Like, well, he's ahead of it. He sees it's a problem. And so when it really, really becomes like at our doorstep, he'll already have a thought out solution. And that's cool. UBI replaces welfare. Food won't inflate because it's the same money going into food. Housing won't inflate. It's still the same money. I don't think I'm smart enough to understand that yet, Ben. So we'll probably have to have a conversation about it later to kind of break it down for me. But I know now that I like it, and I need to watch the Ben Shapiro Andrew Yang discussion, because I think they talk too. What's up, Hex? Yeah, that was a cool line. I do know. I wrote the damn bill. That was good. Offspring is coming soon. I just got to make sure our Patreon guys are up on that we're up to date. If the dollar ceases to remain the world's reserve currency, then none of that matters. Don't think people understand that. We're at risk of losing that status. Yeah, MDeath fan. I don't think that we're really... Look, it says Mueller special on the thingamajiggy. That Sori had it up there. I don't know how to take that off, so we'll just go with the Mueller special. When is Web Week? $15 to $20 an hour minimum wage will speed up automation. That is a very good point. I'd vote for a Shapiro-Owens ticket in a heartbeat. Owens should not be anywhere near the presidency. For what? If Trump made a decisive stand against abortion, would he have your vote? Well, there are different issues, right? Like, Trump is not the one that passed Roe v. Wade. All Trump can do to affect abortion is elect Supreme Court justices who are going to do the right thing. But you guys have to understand something about American politics. Buck v. Bell was a Supreme Court case in which the government forcibly sterilized American citizens that they believed were unfit. It was a eugenics program. And that was passed by the U.S. Supreme Court. that decision was never reversed. So at the federal level, Buck v. Bell is still there. But at the state level, no state is enacting that. And many states have written laws to say that that can't happen in this state. So Buck v. Bell is still a federal Supreme Court decision in favor of eugenics, but the states don't apply it. And so it's a similar idea with Roe v. Wade. Is, you know, it's a Supreme Court decision, but the states don't necessarily have to apply that. Why that's important is to say is the same thing with the marijuana stuff. The reason that's important is to say when right wingers only focus on, well, we have to vote in a Republican because of abortion, they haven't educated themselves enough to the point where we can say, well, there are different strategies to protect life other than just voting for Republicans. Furthermore, the Republicans are the ones that passed Roe v. Wade in the first place. It was a heavily majority Republican Supreme Court that passed Roe v. Wade and Doe v. Bolton on the same day. That's number one. So, no, if Trump came out and said something strident against abortion, you know, Bush came out and stridently spoke out against abortion, and he had a supermajority, and he did nothing with it. So, healthcare for me, if you're pro-life, for me, it's more expansive than just abortion. I just shot a video in Middle America about the death penalty that Trump just reinitiated. Trump and Barr just reinitiated after about 15 years of that kind of being dormant. It got resurrected and reinitiated about 3 days ago. So while people were crying about Trump being mean to Mr. Cummings, we were dealing with that. I think that's a major pro-life issue. I think that Medicare for All is a major pro-life issue. I'm so sick and tired of reading these stories of people dying, needless deaths. That's also a pro-life issue. And so those issues are issues that the president can more directly affect than he can abortion. So no, if Trump said that wouldn't convert me automatically to voting for him. Hope that answers your question. Medicare for all equals expanded Obamacare. Yeah, I don't care. Good. Do it. Expand it. Do whatever needs to be done. Give me 1 second, guys. Who did I like? I think that Warren was the strongest today. Warren, I think, was the strongest. What's up, Eric? Hey, Gory Gusto, why don't you call me up and talk to me about why you've been angry at me the entire broadcast? Right, Tejas. I don't want to get rid of people's already existing private insurance. Why do you support Trump? I don't support Trump, Gusto. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't support Trump. That's why they asked me if Trump came out and had a strong stance against abortion, would you vote for him? Because the people that know me know that I don't support Trump. You see, Gusto, I support facts, and when the facts are in Trump's favor, I'm not gonna put some negative spin on it, even though I don't like what he's doing in certain areas. Good Lord. Warren appeared the strongest because they wanted her to be. I mean, yeah, but they, CNN, the establishment clearly wanted Hillary Clinton to come off the strongest, and she didn't come off that way in the debates. So, I hear you, but you've got to have some sort of charisma to come off looking well there. Give me a second. He's good? Okay. Did you wake him up? Should have let him sleep. I'll be out soon. When is suing not ridiculous? One of these days you'll figure it out. Trump isn't the horse you choose to ride, but he's the horse you need to ride. I don't understand what that means. Would you be interested in doing a week on American political music? Something steeped Americana and roots music with election coming up, prime time. Yes. Actually, that's actually a pretty. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, it's the running debate. You let the kid sleep, or do you wake him up to feed him? My thing is, he wakes up when he wants, and when he wakes up, he wants to eat. We'll feed him then. But if you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, you see, that's how the debate works. Baby's great. He's 95th percentile in weight and 85th percentile in length. So, he's doing awesome. Yeah, send me that email, Webb. Best moment from the last debate. Hillary, it's just good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump isn't in charge of the law in this country. Yeah, because you'd be in jail. Yeah, I'd say that was a battle rap moment at the lunch table, for sure. Night, Donald. I got to get out of here, too. I got to do my run, which is going to suck really badly. And I got to take care of this baby, who's extremely grumpy. Yeah, she's not in jail, Jay. None of those guys are going to jail. Yeah. I agree. So, Sayla is starting to like make me drink water. So, she poured this for me at the beginning of the day. I told her to get me a Pepsi. She's like, "Well, here you go." So, I'm trying. But good Lord. By the way, all Bible Bash participants, the the video about the gods is up. So, share at your own discretion. Just don't share it on any of the main pages. But you can share it with your friends. Sori put it up. I don't really know where to locate it, but it's there. Did your feet ankle problem get better? Yes. Yes, it did. Kind of, yeah. Will do, Tejas. Are you actually running or fast walking with weights? I started with weights, and then now I'm just like straight running. So I wanted to build up the strength, and now I'm trying to build up the cardio. So my times suck. Last summer I was at like 6-minute miles for 2 miles straight. My fastest mile was like 5:12 or something crazy like that. But my times suck, but I'm gonna keep at it. So it is what it is. Are you a caffeine addict like me? I have to be. I must be a caffeine addict for sure. We run till we die. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a caffeine addict. I developed... I was the Forgotten Bible Bash guy. What do you mean the Forgotten Bible Bash guy? Nah, Sarcast. I was killing the Pepsi and I was still doing my 6-minute ones. No problem. Yeah, XBM, it's the Benai Elohim stuff. Yeah, I think you got to talk to Zonia or Ian. They've got access to all that stuff. So, yeah. What's up, Rob? It's not called Bible Bash anymore. It's Bible Boogie. I bash the Bible daily. Oh no, Gory! I've read the abstract for the Miller reports. I said in the video I didn't read the whole thing. I got through like half the Miller report. You're wrong. And Gory, call me up and explain to me what was in the Miller report that was different from his testimony. Since you have a problem, you're really upset about this Mueller report thing. I think you're the only human being that I've ever met that actually thinks that Mueller did a good job in that debacle of a testimony. But I mean, by all means. All right, M Death Man. Ben Webb's one of my, Ben. It's literally on my bucket list to meet you, my guy. It really is. It really is. I really hope that I get to accomplish that because I'm a big fan of Ben Webb. It's unbelievable. I love this kid so much. Good Lord. Ben, if you ever come to the Northeast to a show or something like that, let me know because I got to get you passes and backstage and all that stuff to hang out with us, man. Mueller was a con from the beginning. What's the scariest thing in the Bible to you? When I used to believe in the Left Behind theology, that was pretty scary. It was pretty scary stuff. I was convinced I was going to get left behind and that the Antichrist was going to chop my head off. Yeah, you too. You too, Leah. Come through. Republicans can only assault Mueller's testimony. I'm not a Republican, Gory. And secondly, leftists have assaulted Mueller's testimony and performance. Leftists have. As a matter of fact, leftists have been more angry about the Mueller performance than the right-wingers. The right-wingers are celebrating it and they keep bringing it up. The leftists are trying to move on from it because it was such a debacle. And your inability to see the objective reality that he was an absolute train wreck is the reason why Trump is going to get reelected. You're way more of a supporter of Trump than I would be. Because you can't deal with reality. Could you imagine being in a mess that would happen, putting me in a situation where I get to ask celebrities stuff? Oh my gosh. That would be a disaster. Did it say that the Spirit of the Lord left Solomon or left Saul? I think you're talking about Saul there. That doesn't scare me, and I'll tell you why at some other point if you're interested. Nothing free. Just reverse the trillions in tax cuts and institute a Wall Street speculation tax. You get paid for work, not money manipulation. Yes, on scene. I hate when right-wingers continue, oh, you want free stuff, as if we didn't bail out Wall Street during the 2008 crisis and all the rest of it. It's ridiculous. So it's okay for us to bail out these giant corporations and things of that nature, but common citizens, we can't help them. That's free and pandering. It's ridiculous. Omar AOC 2020. Ha ha. Yeah, they should run. They should definitely run. Please. If those two ran, me and Sori would run and we'd beat them. Good Lord. Neoliberal Democrats aren't leftists. Yeah, I know. None of you are leftists. What's his name called me? BM fan, he called me up. He said, that's not a leftist. I'm using leftist as the opposite of Republican. That's what I'm using. Say what you want. Mueller's testimony seemed tired and mental. Disappointing to say the least. Of course it was, Shane, but Gory Gusto doesn't want to admit the facts. It was an absolute train wreck. Anyway, I got to get out of here, guys. If you're a praying person, pray for me. I got to hit this run. I thought I was going to be able to get off the hook because it was raining, but I'm not. And I'm also hoping that when I get back, Sori will be awake so I can have my buddy, because I don't really know what to do with myself without my buddy. So she's basically been asleep all day. So there's that. All right. Much love to everybody. Much love to the star of the show, which was Gory Gusto. Love your neighbor. Take care of each other. Hold on, let me do this appropriate sign off. Love your neighbor. Take care of each other. Middle America, we are the media. Till next time, guys.